I'm sorry the world is the way it is. I'm sorry because I have not done one positive thing for society. I'm sorry, society. Primarily my family and my friends. I've recently distanced myself from people while introspecting to see things more clearly. I believe that it was time for me to recognize God and His word's truth. And now I must apologize to you, God, for how long it's taken me to fathom the providence. I hope I haven't failed you, and if I have, please forgive me. And to the world, I'm sorry, yet I will no longer be sorry because I'm taking the world into my own hands by not sinning. I confess to everyone that a revolution is coming. Not of us revolting with violence, yet revolving with love and forgiveness. I'm speaking of a peaceful revolution. I must make it clear that the revelations prophesied at the end of the Bible need to be taken seriously. Once that time comes and the trumpets sound, we are going to be at a point at which there is no turning back. We've all been warned over and over again, yet still do nothing about the corruption that's trying to take over the world. If we want to have peace, then we must earn it through magnanimity. War is not the answer. It's the question, and peace is the answer. Sure, soldiers have fought so we could have freedom, but that's only because things weren't settled by gentlemen and instead were settled by power-thirsty humans. I must add that Jimi Hendrix once said, when the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace. So that's what brings me to my next thought. As everyone knows, America was created to get away from the government control of England. We had then established our own government, one that was more fair to the people, made as the government of the people, by the people, for the people. Therefore, we as the people must not allow America to become corrupt. We Americans and everyone in the world need to recollect that we are only united if we're trying to form a more perfect union while hand in hand. The hand-in-hand custom was used even before the wake of the primitive days. It was first a form of distrust since it was only done to show that the weapon hand was free of inflicting harm. Now it has evolved to be the best way to show someone trust. If we don't have trust, then we're left with deceit. If we're left with deceit, then we don't have anybody to trust. Henceforth, those who deceive others are only deceiving themselves. So let's pray together that God forgives our trespasses while working on forgiving others for their trespasses against us. We can no longer allow scapegoats to bear the blame of what we ourselves need to confess. The ones who comprehend that are going to get the most enlightenment out of life. If there is one nation that God is looking over, it is the United States. Yet that also means that evil is lurking just as much. So we must pull ourselves together and not fall to temptation. We must at all costs fight by not fighting. Physical force is only resulted to when the incompetent don't have the mentality to stop animosity. So instead of forcing war, how about forcing peace with the mentality of war prevention? Our only way to peace is through magnanimity. Pass the message on to whoever you want to save. Have them look up Balli's confession. Stay tuned. My heart goes out to you.